Blessed are you, Lord our God. Greetings, children.
I'm Abby.
My name is Jesus.
From the creators of The Chosen.
I came to teach.
This is going to be good.
The Chosen Adventures on Prime Video.
I was such a fan of one of the early episodes that focused on the children. And I think that's where this show's kind of it's coming out of that episode, or can you talk about that?
Yeah, so I think it was during season 2 production. Daryl, Eves, Dallas, and I were at an Airbnb about 10 minutes from here. This wasn't constructed at all, but at the time it was just farmland. But we were remarking on feedback we were getting from episode 103, the one that you talk about, Jesus loves the little children. And something was happening that we hadn't intended at all. Really, we just wanted the kids to be this kind of surrogate audience for Jesus to get to speak to the camera and tell why he was teaching different things, what he was going to teach, and to show his humanity and love for kids. But we were hearing from parents pretty resoundingly that their kids were pressing play on that episode. And we were like, that's interesting. The story is not going to stay kid-friendly. The story is going to go in directions that are going to be less. But it got us thinking about, like, when we were kids, like church-going kids, and we couldn't always live up to the things that we were being taught. What's a show we wished we had had as kids? With these lessons there, that's relatable, that we can see ourselves in, and so. That was the birth of The Chosen Adventures.
Well, and the cool thing is the kids also ask questions that sometimes are either more profound or more on the nose than what adults might ask. So I think that's such a cool way to use the show to bring up topics and conversation, and which I'm guessing is what you're doing in the...
That's a great talking point. That's so smart. Yes, absolutely. We get it's a feedback loop, right? Yeah. Because these kids, they're going through things that we went through as kids. But then they have the insane resource of Jesus in their play space to go ask a question of. And they can ask those things directly. And they can be a mouthpiece for us or our audience as kids. And even the parents watching, honestly, we want to make this something that's a co-viewing experience.
Yeah. And the characters are the same kids we saw in that episode, right?
They are the same characters from that world, yes. So we drew them a little bit differently, but we put them in that same place. And the show is canon, which is one of the reasons why none of our characters can hear Pigeon or Sheep talking, because we didn't want to impugn Andrew's character by having him play a hand of cards with a pigeon and then go follow Jesus. So they sort of exist behind this magical shield of not being understood.
I love it. And the first season, at least, is 14 episodes?
14 episodes, 11 to 12 minutes each. It'll be digestible bites, just like I wanted as a kid.
And I'm guessing if it goes well, we could see a lot more than that.
Yeah, we hope to keep doing this show for a long time. We feel like we have a lot more stories to tell, yeah.
The Chosen Adventures on Prime Video.